Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of the FPL podcast with me, Brian, aka FPL Analysis. A recording on Wednesday, yeah, 21st October 2020 for a Gameweek 6 preview. Okay, as usual, I will cover my Gameweek 5 and how it went for me, and then I will also go with my transfer plans and also my captain picks for Gameweek 6. However, before I go to details, leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and thank you for all your support. Let's get straight to the main discussion. So I start with a Game Week 5 review. Okay, it went, I can say, quite okay, quite nice to be honest. It's above average. Average is 60 points. I got 65 points. As a non-wildcarder, I think I will take that points. Looking at my squad, yeah, quite disappointed with some of the players, but I don't think I need to hit that wildcard button just yet. I'll talk through it as we go through this podcast. So I will tell first about those who contribute for my 65 points. The first one is the good ones first. Okay, the good ones is Roman Size, come with a clean sheet and a bonus point with 7. Sterling, 11 points, very nice. Salah, 7 points, again, always returning. DCL with 6 points. And Son, whom I transferred in for Rashford, looks to be a good transfer because he came with 13 points. I captained him, so I got to 26 points. But we also need to know that Rashford also scored 15 points, to be honest. So one way is good, but the other, I could have been better. But then, yeah, that is FPL. We don't know what happened. But anyway, I'm so happy to have Son back for at least the next 3 games. It's a good run of fixture for Spurs. Meanwhile, Rashford has 2 tough fixtures coming up next. So I won't complain anything about that. And a lot of blanks at here with James Justin, another 2-pointer. Trent, a disappointing 1-pointer. Matt Ryan, another 1 point. Unlucky to concede the only shot against Crystal Palace, and that's through penalty. And a yellow card again, so 1-pointer from Matt Ryan. Barnes, another blank with 2-pointer. Saint Maximin also 2, and Mitrovic with 0 point after missing the penalty. When I look at this team, if you ask me anything that you don't like, of course I don't like my bench because I have Christian Walton not playing goalkeeper. I have Keenan Davis not playing and also now yellow flag. Nathan Ferguson, a long absentee, but does that mean that I want to wildcard? When I look at my team, yes, there's temptation to have the wildcard button pressed, but when I look, especially for game week 6, I thought that when I look at my team, I feel quite happy with the team, to be honest, because let's say these are my starting 11 week in, week out. So if I go through it, Trent, for example, disappointing, but he has Sheffield United next at home. I think clean sheet is there. Matt Ryan against West Brom, clean sheet potential is also there. Mitrovic against Crystal Palace, he could have got a 6-pointer had he not missed the penalty. So I think there's some improvement as well in terms of Fulham with Lookman, with Loftus-Cheek there. So I think Mitrovic will get something in the next 2 home matches for Fulham against Crystal and after that against West Bromwich. And then, okay, Saint Maximin and Barnes, these are the 2 issues that I would like to address later on if I come to my transfer plans. It's related to these 2 players. And then James Justin, okay, I still got Walker Peters in the bench. Yeah, James Justin against Arsenal, tough fixtures. I don't think I would play him. I think I would play Walker Peters instead against Everton. Yeah, another tough fixtures, but at least if Everton scores, it could come from Calvert-Lewin, and it's okay to lose point for my Walker Peters, but the point goes to Calvert-Lewin, rather than who knows, Southampton can come up with a clean sheet or some way somehow hold to a 0-0 draw for Everton that I might lose Walker Peters' point, and it's at home, at St. Mary's, so I think that we never know what happens. So I think I would just gamble by playing Walker Peters ahead of James Justin. And anyway, because Justin with Leicester have Europa League coming up, so I think the fatigue is there. I don't want to have so many Leicester players in my squad that plays for game week 6. So if you ask me, not happy, of course, as the one that I've mentioned, all the players just now, that those are the players that could be gone if I play my wildcard. But when I look at game week 6, I just don't see any reasons to go and rush and then play the wildcard as soon as possible. Therefore, I will try to make one transfer each and try not to take any hit, because anyway, if I want to take a hit, I should be like bringing Kane, and I don't have that fun yet to bring. If I want to go Werner to take a hit, he's up against tough fixture against United. I don't think this is the right time to take a hit for the likes of Werner or Harry Kane. Harry Kane because I don't have enough money, but then if Werner, I don't think I need to make it ahead of game week 6, maybe ahead of game week 7. That could be another thing to consider. Okay, so that will lead me, so 65 points in total, overall rank is another red arrow, 2 red arrows already right now in 2 consecutive weeks. I go down from 307k down to 363k, so I'm back to this rank again. After several weeks ago, I got in this rank as well. So another red arrow, but to be honest, if you ask me, am I happy with my overall rank? Very happy, to be honest, because after 5 game weeks, I'm in top 500k. I couldn't have imagined about that, because I remember last season, 300 something k is, I got it in a game week 20 something. 20 something is where I start to get a 300 plus k. So to get it at the very early stage of the season, it's very happy, and this is the right time, I think, a right place for me to build and then go forward. Target is still top 10k. Hopefully I can reach there, and with my careful transfer, hopefully I can do it, because I have already planned the transfer all the way to up to game week 10 before I hit that wildcard button. So another spoiler first, probably I will be playing my wildcard ahead of game week 10. That's my plan, but let's see how it goes. All right, that will leads me to my transfer plans. Okay, transfer plans, like I said, it will involve Harvey Barnes or Saint Maximin. Harvey Barnes has gone down in price from 7.1 to 7.0. I bought him at 7.0, so I don't really have any issue just yet. And when I try to see between these two players and their next opponent ahead of game week 6, Barnes is against Arsenal, and then Saint Maximin is up against Wolves. Wolves, like I said, is starting to find the form back. In terms of clean sheet, I can say 2 consecutive clean sheet right now for Wolves. Very happy to own Roman Size. 8 points, 7 points in the last 2 game weeks. I think this will also continue again when they come against Newcastle at Molineux, and we can see how attacking actually Size in the left wing back position right now with Tillman on the centre back, left centre back. And Size could have easily scored a 15 points, to be honest, had he scored that goal and it's not offside, but anyway, it was offside, so we don't get the points for that. With that in mind, and Newcastle is up and down performance, Leicester against Arsenal, whom Jimmy Vardy loves to play against. So what I'm hoping is that maybe Jimmy Vardy will be scoring goals, but I can see Harvey Barnes hopefully will be involved either in assists or maybe a goal himself. Therefore, I'm leaning right now towards Saint Maximin out, and then to whom, the target is actually Aston Villa player, Aston Villa midfielder. So there are Grealish, McGinn, and Barkley, and out of those 3, I somehow have the feeling to go with McGinn. Simply because first it's a differential, 1 point something % only of ownership. He's the cheapest out of those 3, 5.5 million. And he come up with not only goals, but also assists sometimes. So he takes set pieces, he can come up with assists, come up with goals. So I think with McGinn, we have just more. The range is actually wider. He can give you assists. He can give you goals, and that's actually the reason why I maybe would go to McGinn. I have not done the transfer yet, simply because I need to wait all the way to Friday. I know that this time's the deadline is Friday, so I will do it before the deadline. Because I want to wait for the Champions League and also the Europa League matches, looking, see and monitoring how my FPL assets are playing. Do they get any injury or not, and so on. Therefore, I will hold my transfer all the way to the very last second before I decided to make my transfer. But currently, possibly an Aston Villa midfielder will come to my team. Okay, I have got one free transfer only, so that possibly will be my transfer. No, I'm not going to take any hit, I can say. Okay, not for now. I think I don't see that necessary just yet. And okay, I will move on to my captain picks. Captain picks for this game week, as I go through, definitely the one that will go as a standout pick is Salah. And then of course Son and Kane, looking at their form. Sterling, if you are quite brave enough to go with against West Ham, he has a good record away from home for Sterling. And by the way, I'll talk about Sterling. I'm very happy to go Sterling over KDB from game week 3 all to the way to the game week 8. That's actually my initial plan, is to go game week 3 to 8. I go Sterling over KDB, and currently it's paying off very nicely. Yeah, we know KDB is out injured, and Sterling has already given me 22 points in total out of those 3 matches. Meanwhile, KDB will only give us around like 4 points only. And then so Sterling is another good option, captaincy option. Calvert-Lewin, I think against Southampton he just never stops scoring. So he could be another option for you in game week 6. And Jimenez starts to find his form again after scoring the winning goal against Leeds last time out. Okay, and one more player that I would actually include, but provided that he is fit, and that's Jamie Vardy. He is up against Arsenal. Yes, now he's yellow flag. If you have him, if you decide to keep him or you decide to hold him, wait for the conference probably to find out the team news, to find out whether Jamie Vardy will be fit for game week 6 or not. If yes, I think he is a good shout as well as a captain. He loves playing against Arsenal. And for the differential captain that I picked for game week 6, the first one is Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins from Aston Villa. He's up against Leeds United. I think he has a good chance of scoring against Leeds. We know the form also that Villa is in right now. And one more is Neil Maupay. He's up against West Bromwich Albion. So that could be a good punt or brave pick if you want to go with some brave pick or outfield pick for your captains. So I offer you like Ollie Watkins and Neil Maupay for game week 6. As for my own captain options, currently my armband is on Salah. He just has been just that consistent at home against Sheffield without O'Connell. I think it's a good chance for Liverpool as well to bounce back after a draw, a defeat, a loss. Hopefully they can come out with a victory right now against Sheffield. So currently my armband is on Salah. I'm not sure. Maybe I can move to Son, providing how good he is. Maybe I can go to Sterling as well since I have him, or even DCL as I said. But currently, most possibly, 80% of chance will be on Salah. 5 currently on Son Heung-min. But anything can change with the team news and everything. So I'll be updating my squad, my latest squad ahead of game week 6 as usual on my Instagram at FPL Analysis. Give that a follow as well on Instagram. I really appreciate it very much. Okay, so with that, I think that is all the one that I want to cover. Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you soon. Hopefully I can have some time to give another preview ahead of Game Week 7 next week, hopefully. Until then, good luck for Game Week 6. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.